Good morning, my dear students. Last class we have seen invertebrates, which doesn't have true vertebral column. So today we will see vertebrata. So it has a true vertebral column. So now we will see what are the characteristics of vertebrata. The animals including in this vertebrata have a true vertebral column and an internal skeleton, allowing a completely different distribution of muscle attachment points to be used for the movement. The vertebrates are bilaterally symmetrical. If we divide it in, if you cut that organism vertically, we can get same left side also and right side also. That is known as the symmetry. Okay, so this animals shows bilaterally symmetry. Okay, they have a notochord and triploblastic. Triploblastic means three layers of skin we can see. That is triploblastic. And coelom is there and it is segmented. In this vertebrata, we can see complete body differentiation of body tissues and organs. So, we can see some characteristics, especially for all chordates. They have a notochord. Notochord means vertebral column, which is seen backside. You can see if you touch your backside, you can see your vertebral column. Okay, have a dorsal nerve cord and triploblastic. Triploblastic means three layers of skin we can see that have paired gill pouches. Not all organisms, some organisms have gill pouches and are coelomate. Coelomate means cavity we can see inside our body. That is known as the coelomate and the body is bilaterally symmetrical. So now we will see what are the different classes in this vertebrata. So generally it is classified into five. First one is species, amphibia, reptiles, aves and mammals. Species, amphibia, reptiles, aves and mammals. Now we will see one by one. First class is species. Species we generally call as fishes. So the fishes, including all fishes, we will grouped under one class that is known as the species. Okay, these are fishes. They are exclusively aquatic animals. Aquatic means which lives in water. Their skin is covered with scales or plates. They obtain oxygen dissolved in water by using gills. The body is streamlined. You can see the shape of the fish. It is streamlined body and it is tail is muscular. It is used for the movement. They are cold-blooded and their hearts have only two chambers. These points you have to keep in mind. This cold-blooded. Cold-blooded means we will compare warm-blooded and cold-blooded. We human beings are warm-blooded and fishes are cold-blooded. Means if human beings are going to any cold places, according to that our body will not change. Our body will not change the temperature. Always our body temperature will be 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is the normal body temperature. If you are going to a cold places, that will not change. Okay, but in the case of fishes, if we are keeping the fish in any other temperature water, its body temperature will change. That is known as the cold-blooded animals. So fish are cold-blooded animals and its heart have only two chambers. That is very important. Fishes have two-chambered heart. Then they lay eggs. Some fishes give birth to young ones. Some fishes will give birth to young ones, but majority of the fishes will lay eggs. So the fishes have skeleton inside the body also, that is known as the endoskeleton. Bones we can see, mainly cartilage, or some fishes have bones. So some fishes like tuna, rohu have bones. So these are the basic characteristics of the class species. We will commonly call as fishes. Now we can see another class, that is amphibians. Amphibians are the animals which live both in water and in land. These animals differ from fish in the lack of scales, in having mucus gland in the skin. If you see the frog and all, you can see some mucus, a slimy layer on its body, on its skin. So that are mucus gland on the skin. Okay, and it is three chambered heart. It have three chambered heart. Respiration is through gills or lungs. When it is larval stages, usually they will breathe through the gills. When they will become adult, they breathe through the lungs. So we can see both gills have lungs. They lay eggs, and these animals are found both in water and land. Example of amphibians are frogs, toads, and salamander. These are the common example of amphibians. Now we will see next class, that are reptiles. Reptiles are cold-blooded animals, have scales and breathe through lungs. They have three-chambered heart, but some exceptions are the crocodile have four-chambered heart. They lay eggs with tough coverings, and they do not need to lay their eggs in water, unlike the amphibians. That's the difference between amphibian and reptile. They lay eggs and no need to lay on water. Snakes, turtles, lizards, tortoise, crocodiles, etc. are come in this category. Okay, so these are known as the reptiles, which includes snakes, turtles, lizards, crocodiles. That all will come under this category. These are reptiles. So the difference between the reptiles and amphibians, that's very important. Maybe you will be confused little, but you should make it clear with some example which one is amphibian and which one is reptiles. Okay. So now we are going to the next class, that are aves. We will commonly call them as birds. Birds are warm-blooded animals. So till here we have seen the amphibian, reptiles, species that all are cold-blooded animals. But these aves, birds are warm-blooded animals. They have four-chambered heart and they lay eggs. They have an outer covering that is known as feathers, and they have two forelimbs which is modified for flight. They breathe through the lungs. So all the birds will come in this class, in this category. So you can see different varieties of birds around us. So all this will come under this category known as aves. So only two classes, aves and mammals, have four-chambered heart and they are warm-blooded. Okay. Before that, the species amphibians, reptiles are cold-blooded animals. That you have to keep in mind. Next we will see mammals. Mammals are the class which includes human beings also. They are warm-blooded animals with four-chambered heart. They have mammary glands for the production of milk and to nourish their young ones. Their skin has hairs as well as it contains sweat and oil glands to keep the skin moist. Most mammals produce their young ones by birth. There are few only, they will lay eggs. One of the example is platypus. Usually mammals will give birth to young one. But some few examples, one is platypus and echidna, which lay eggs. And some like kangaroos give birth to very poorly developed young ones. Then they will keep inside their pouch and rear them. So kangaroo is one example which will give birth to very small, poorly developed young ones. All others, they will take gestation period will be the correct gestation period will be the after that only they will give birth to young ones. So all the animals include in this class mammals. Okay. So these are the characteristics of mammals. You can see the characteristics. The body covered with hairs which contain sweat and oil glands. They are warm-blooded animals, possess external ears, breathe through the lungs, give birth to young ones. The young ones suck milk from mammary glands present in the mothers. Usually they have some have tails and forelimbs. That human means the exception is there, but mostly. Okay, so these are the characteristics of mammals. So you have to learn the characteristics of specific classes. Which one is cold-blooded, which is warm-blooded, what are its characteristics. So this is basic steps to learn the biology. Okay, so you have to learn the characteristics of different classes. I hope this portion is clear to you.